Today we have ghost videos by Sir Spooks. I hope you guys have your snacks. I hope y'all are ready. And as always, let's get scared together. Alright, let's see what you got, Sir Spooks.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos.
Okay.
But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Hey, you heard the man.
With that said, let's begin.
Ooh, okay.
Starting off today's video, we'll be taking a look at two videos that were posted on TikTok in March of 2025 by a woman named Emily Dell. In the video, Emily explains that she was hearing weird noises at her door and she wanted to see if she could capture them on camera. And sure enough, she did capture something very strange.
Okay.
At first, it's hard to make out what's happening beyond the door.
Hold up. But then I heard a voice. I got closer to see if I could hear it better.
But as Emily moves closer, the sounds become a lot clearer.
That is pretty creepy. I don't know if I fully believe that, but that is very creepy.
It almost sounds like some sort of strange static or crackling noise is coming from behind the door, as well as someone's voice. Emily says that she initially thought that it was an animal, but she eventually realized that that was not the case. In a second video that Emily uploaded later on, she takes us through a house and shows us that you can't see anyone outside the door, adding even more creepy fuel to the fire.
Okay.
Are you there? Let me in! And this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look,
What, no one was there?
there's no one there. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. But there's like no one out there. And like,
Y'all see something?
this is a window, there's no people, but this is a window, and you can really see out there. It's hard to see. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
So what do you think is going on here? Some people think it could be the work of a mimic, a type of paranormal entity said to copy human voices in order to lure people out. Others have suggested a skinwalker, a creature from Navajo folklore, known for shapeshifting and imitating voices to deceive or frighten. Now, how plausible are those theories? Well, it really depends on what you believe. Mimics are more of a modern internet urban legend with little historical background, but they've become popular in creepy story circles because of how eerily real they feel.
Yeah.
Skinwalkers, on the other hand, come from actual Native American folklore, but their stories are deeply tied to specific cultural and spiritual beliefs. So while it's unlikely that what Emily caught on camera is literally a skinwalker, the behavior, strange noises, imitation of voices, something unseen outside, definitely lines up with how these entities are described. Whatever the case, it's creepy, and Emily clearly experienced something that left her unsettled. Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear your take.
Yeah, what y'all think about that? I'm gonna say that's not real. It is very creepy, and I mean, you know, there is, you know, urban legends of like skinwalkers and mimics and all that, but this video could be like easily faked by like a friend or like pre-recorded stuff. But, you know, it's all entertainment at the end of the day, so it's still very creepy.
Over on TikTok, a woman named Destiny Sanchez shared that her boyfriend was working on installing Wi-Fi at someone's home for his job when he encountered something absolutely terrifying. The video shows Destiny's boyfriend quietly filming and whispering to the camera, saying that he's been hearing strange noises, even though he's completely alone in the house.
sure about that?
Throughout the video, you can hear occasional breathing and faint whispers that definitely seem to be coming from an unseen presence, or perhaps something from beyond. Destiny also notes that the house her boyfriend was in was built back in 1954, so it's definitely got some age to it. Could it be that he was paid a visit by a past resident, or do you think this is something else entirely? One of the creepiest moments comes when a ghostly voice clearly whispers the word help. What kind of danger is this spirit in? And is it even trying to communicate with him directly? It's hard to say. The whisper is subtle but distinct, and it doesn't sound like any kind of obvious audio glitch or interference. Of course, there's also the possibility of audio pareidolia, a psychological phenomenon where our brains interpret random sounds as something familiar, like voices or words. That could explain why we think we hear help. Still, given the eerie timing and other strange sounds in the clip, it's understandable why so many people believe something more is going on here. And if it was a spirit reaching out, what exactly was it trying to say?
Right.
Sadly, we may never know the answer.
So, before I go on, and for the new people that for the new people that subscribed, I appreciate y'all. But first and foremost, I am a believer because I've had my own occurrences when I was young with paranormal. But I do understand why there are skeptics for sure. Because again, this one could be easily faked as well. He could have like a friend in the other room, like softly whispering. I mean, for all I know, it could be real, but I'm going to say this one's fake. But again, not to sound like a broken record, but it's all entertainment at the end of the day, so. Not bad.
Over on the Paranormal Videos subreddit, a user known as Heron shared a chilling video captured on security camera.
Okay.
He explains that his father used to work the night shift as a security guard in a building and would occasionally send him odd videos from the job. The uploader says he's never been quite sure what to make of this particular clip, but admits it's always creeped him out, and he's curious to hear other people's thoughts. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Okay, what you got? Is that thing moving? What is that? Am I bugging? What even is that? Alright, maybe it hasn't happened yet. Oh, what?
Did you catch it? If you look closely at the corner of the screen, you'll notice what appears to be a ghostly figure just standing still, barely moving. It doesn't walk, it doesn't vanish, it just lurks. The uploader mentions that he's always thought it looked like a woman, though we can't say for sure.
Am I tripping? Look, this may sound stupid, and don't get me wrong, like, I say some stupid stuff on here, but that's just me. That looked like someone dressing like a tooth costume. Bruh. Like, it just looked like a tooth. I didn't know what the heck it was. I don't know, maybe I'm bugging.
Woman or not, there's clearly something there, and it's unsettling how still and human-shaped it is.
Like, they're talking about this, right? Hold up. Sorry, spooks. They talking about this, right? Like, I see the tooth. I don't even see a person. I thought it was like a couch or like a chair or A tooth. I know.
Though
I'm
we can't
stupid.
say for sure. Woman or not, there's clearly something there, and it's unsettling how still and human-shaped it is. At one point, it even looks like the figure sways slightly, as if shifting its weight
Yeah,
while
I
breathing.
saw that.
That small movement is what makes it feel a little too real to be a trick of the light. Of course, some viewers have suggested that it could be a bug on the camera lens. And while that's always a possibility with older security footage, the swaying movement makes that explanation feel a little less convincing, especially since the rest of the shot remains stable. Is it a trick of the light, a lens anomaly, or did this camera genuinely catch something unexplainable lurking in the corner of that building? Unfortunately, we don't even know where this was filmed. Though the
Yikes.
space looks like an office or maybe even a hotel, so who knows? Maybe one of us will unknowingly end up there one day, only to get a closer look at whatever this thing was.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a person dressed in a tooth costume. Bruh. That's just me though.
Over on TikTok, a user going by Adventures with D-Baby
Okay.
posted a series of videos that start off as ordinary, but take
Ooh.
a seriously eerie turn. In the first clip, she's
Oh,
seen
here we go.
unlocking a door in her home when behind her, the attic entrance suddenly swings open on its own.
Oh nah. Oh nah, lady, get in your house. Hurry up. Hurry up.
She hears it creak and turns around quickly, but surprisingly, she doesn't seem too alarmed. In fact, she barely reacts, simply moving on to enter the room like nothing
She like, oh. That happens all the time. It's just another Tuesday.
happened. That calm reaction actually makes the situation feel even weirder somehow. In the second and third videos, her landlord comes by to help investigate. Together, they open the attic and take a look inside.
Nah.
They don't find anyone up there at the time, but something about the scene feels off. For one, there are several small holes in the attic boards,
Oh,
holes that the woman claims definitely weren't there before.
The
More
heck?
disturbingly, in the final moments of the last video, you can clearly see a blanket and a pillow tucked away in the attic space,
Oh.
as if someone had been sleeping up there. That changes the tone of everything. While paranormal activity is one theory, this might point to something even scarier.
Oh, that's
the
definitely
possibility
scary.
that someone was secretly living in the attic. Naturally, there are mundane explanations for things like attic doors opening, drafts, weak hinges, shifting temperatures, but when you pair that with bedding in the attic and unexplained damage, the situation becomes a lot harder to brush off. This video is only a few months old, so hopefully we'll get an update soon. In
Bruh.
the meantime, maybe give your attic a second look, because you never really know who or what might be up there.
Bruh. Okay, question. Would y'all rather want an attic or a basement? Me? I would rather have neither. What you mean? They both scary. Nah.
Imagine you're driving down a road late at night. You're probably exhausted and counting down the minutes until you can get to your destination.
I wouldn't want an
Whether
attic
it's home
or a
somewhere
basement. I'm
else.
good.
However, what would happen if you encountered something absolutely terrifying while driving?
I'm
That's
good.
what happened in this next video we're going to take a look at. A man named Jace was driving down a road late at night in South Australia when out of nowhere this happened.
Someone T-posing? I guess a video game. Hello? You trying to get ran over? There you go.
Over on the side of the road,
That's
a vehicle
four
can be
people.
seen parked with the driver's
Four
side door
people,
open,
dog.
while three individuals appear to be rummaging through the trunk, seemingly searching for something. While this is going on, another individual walks into the road toward Jace, arms outstretched, seemingly trying to get him to stop. He's holding a beer bottle and what looks like a frying pan or something similar. Thankfully, it seems Chase was able to get past these people without
There you
any
go.
harm coming
There
his
you go.
way. But it was definitely a terrifying encounter. Several people in the comments shared stories of similar things happening to them, especially on rural or isolated roads.
Yeah, I don't trust none
Others
of that.
pointed out that in situations like these, even if it seems like someone needs help, it's sometimes best to keep driving.
Yeah, look at this. No lights, no witnesses, only bad guys. Perfect night to try my brand new Bull Bar. Okay. The person is behaving like an insane person rather than someone in need of help. Smart choice to keep driving. True. Australian here. I live out here in the never remote. Don't stop. Certain areas are notorious. I think the trucker made the best decision of their life.
Just in case it's a setup for something more dangerous.
Yup.
And honestly, I'd have to agree.
Yup.
The Australian outback is vast and mostly empty, and while it's beautiful, it can also be incredibly dangerous. There have been real cases of people being lured into traps on remote roads.
That's
Most
sad.
famously, the Peter Falconio case, where a British backpacker was murdered in the outback after he and his girlfriend were flagged down by a man pretending to need help.
Are you serious?
So while this encounter might have just been a group of drunk people messing around, it's hard not to feel uneasy. Especially with the man walking toward the car holding who knows what.
Yeah.
Make sure to keep your eyes peeled next time you're driving late at night. You never know who or what might be waiting in the dark.
Yeah, I don't trust none of that. Just keep driving, you know.
A man named Chase Beckstead posted a video to his TikTok account in March of 2025, saying that he and his wife were staying at her grandfather's house, a home where he had recently passed away. While they were trying to celebrate the night, they kept hearing the bedroom door trying to open, which understandably freaked them out. So they pulled out their phone and started recording the incident for us to see.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I seen this already. I seen this in like 2 ghost videos prior. I'll probably link that in the description. I'll probably just link the whole playlist of me reacting to ghost videos and short horror stories, just in case if y'all want to go on a little binge, you know. But yeah, now I've seen this. I'm not gonna say it looks legit, but it's pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
We were just going to bed and we're not.
Oh, it sounds different in this video.
Let me just show you. Like we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure.
It sounds different here. But this is the same video I saw though.
Chase says that he packed up their things and took his wife out to the car, then came back inside alone to grab the rest of their belongings, leaving the bedroom door open behind him. In the second part of the video, we watch as they attempt to leave, but the door begins to rattle again. This time, it's even more intense, almost like something unseen is desperately trying to get them to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're leaving.
Yep, I definitely remember this. Because I was like, these are some smart people. Usually, like, when I watch ghost videos, they stay to investigate, but nah, they was like, we out.
Yeah, we're out here.
We out.
Is it possible that this is the spirit of Chase's wife's grandfather? Maybe he wasn't ready to let go yet, or perhaps he simply wanted their company in the home he once lived in. It's also worth noting that while doors can move due to drafts or old hinges, the timing and persistence in this clip feels a little too deliberate to write off entirely.
Yeah.
Especially considering that they were already on edge and the door had been left open beforehand. Sadly, we'll never know the definite answer, but honestly it's probably for the best that they decided to leave.
Smart.
Just in case something truly unwanted was waiting on the other side that door.
Like, look, I'm not gonna say it's as easy as that, but like, if your place is haunted and you got the money to stay at like a hotel for at least like a good night or two, like, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that, because I mean, the ghost gonna have to pay rent if it wants to stay. You know what I mean?
TikTok user Chero posted the following video while filming inside a house to show her husband, who she says absolutely hates house hunting. At the time of the recording, Chero says she was alone in the house with her estate agent. Take a look at this moment right here and see if you catch anything strange.
Okay.
So that bathroom.
What we talking about?
And
Hello?
that goes.
And there's a red door too? Nah, I mean, I've seen Insidious.
If you look closely, you can make out what seems to be a ghostly head briefly
That dude
peeking
look
into the
crazy.
room before vanishing without a trace. According to Chero, she didn't even notice anything odd until she rewatched the footage later that day. And here's where things get even weirder. It wasn't her estate agent. You can actually hear the agent's voice coming from another part of the house at the exact time this figure appears.
No.
And that goes.
No.
So naturally, the big question is, who or what was it? Now,
I don't
skeptics
care.
might point out that the
I will
figure does
leave.
clearly resemble a woman, which could suggest a third person was somehow present. But according to Chero, the only people in the house were herself and the estate agent, and we can hear the agent speaking from another room at the exact moment this figure appears. Could it have been someone else who quickly stepped into view and left through the door with incredibly precise timing? It's technically possible, but highly unlikely, given how calm and empty the house appears otherwise. When you consider all of that, it really makes you wonder what was actually caught on camera.
Right. I don't care who it is. I'm gone. Ooh, hold up. Hold up. Sir Spooks? Okay, okay. Okay, real quick, go ahead, sub up to that channel and sub up to this channel. I appreciate y'all. But okay, okay. I like that. Now, Sir Spooks, if you ever, come across this video and I ain't seen the new channel yet, I'm definitely gonna sub up. But you better not be going alone. You and I both know, and y'all, we've seen enough ghost videos where these people that go on these, go to these haunted places, they be going by themselves, and that mess does not end well. So, Sir Spooks, go ahead and stay safe. Thank you for more content, my boy. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna sub up.
A Reddit user known as Loose Alternative 77 recently
Ooh, that's
shared a
an alien?
fascinating clip on the High Strangeness subreddit, a video that's been sparking a ton of debate across the community.
Okay.
According to the post, the footage was discovered online and reposted for discussion. It was filmed at an undisclosed location, either in the middle of the day or at night. The lighting makes it difficult to say for sure, and it captures something that will definitely make you raise an eyebrow. Take a look for yourself.
Okay, what we got? I saw CG. What is that? Dogs is barking at something. Low key could be editing. Could be legit.
In the video, a UFO-like object can be seen floating in the
It
air.
looked cool.
What's particularly strange is
I
that
don't
it
think
appears
it's
to
real,
be
but
spinning around its own
looked cool.
axis in a very smooth, deliberate motion. The uploader says he personally believes the video is authentic, but admits he's unsure of what exactly he's looking at. He also notes that it doesn't appear to be CGI. That said, many commenters have suggested that it could be CGI, pointing out how fluid and surreal the object's motion appears. But
Okay.
here's the thing, even if it is CGI, it would have to be very high quality and convincingly rendered, especially given the lighting, shadows, and subtle camera movements that seem to interact naturally with the object. It's not your typical cheap overlay or obvious digital fake.
Of course.
Others in the comments are hoping for more details, like the location and time of day, to help further analyze the footage, but so far, that information hasn't been made available. Still, whether real or fabricated, this is easily one of the most intriguing UFO clips to surface in a while. It's the kind of video that
facts.
sticks in your mind and makes you wonder, what exactly did we just watch? Do you think this is the real deal or just a very well executed fake? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
I
I'm
personally
curious to
think
hear
it's a
what you
fake.
think.
But at the end of the day, it's still cool. I do like me a good sci-fi clip because I do believe in aliens as well.
A YouTube channel known as ScreamFreak79
okay.
posted a video on February 4th, 2011 that shows a couple of guys standing outside in the middle of the night in a creepy forest. They're trying to make contact with the spirit they believe might be lurking in the area. At first, it seems like nothing is happening, like their attempts at communication aren't working. But that all changes in a matter of seconds when something truly unexpected happens.
Well, at least, huh? Oh my. Well, at least there's two of them and not just one.
Out of nowhere, the two men are startled after noticing something in the distance. Just moments later, we can see what appears to be a ghostly apparition quickly moving through the trees before it vanishes into thin air, never to be seen or heard from again. The figure's movement is fast and eerily smooth, and it definitely stands out against the surrounding darkness. It's not easy to tell what it is, but it doesn't look like a person casually walking through the woods.
It looks hollow
more like
for
something
sure.
gliding. Now, this video dates back to 2011,
Oh my
and
God.
unfortunately, there haven't been any follow-up posts or updates from the channel.
Come on, bruh.
That means this clip remains shrouded in mystery to this day. Some viewers believe this was a legitimate paranormal encounter. Others have suggested it could have been a prank, a person dressed in white moving quickly through the trees, or even a camera artifact or low-resolution trick of the light. But if it was
Maybe.
faked, it's worth noting how convincingly eerie it still looks over a decade later, especially with the timing of the reactions and the setting. It feels authentic, whether or not it is.
Of course.
So what do you think? Did these two amateur ghost hunters actually manage to film a spirit in the woods that night, or was it something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments.
It's pretty cool to see. And that was like, what, 9 years ago?
A Reddit user known as Hard Lethal posted a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit a couple of weeks ago, and
Shadow
it's been getting a
manifest.
lot of attention ever since. According to the post, the uploader originally thought this video had been lost, but ended up finding it buried in a message thread with his boss, who was actually the one who filmed it. The footage was taken in an old warehouse, which the uploader says dates back to the 1960s.
Bruh.
He adds that while they ran a business out of that location for a while, they constantly experienced strange, unexplained events, this being one of the most chilling. Let's take a look at what he's talking about.
Oh, wait, I saw something, I think. Is that like a shadow? Shadow the Hedgehog? I'll stop.
If you focus on the video around the 22-second mark, you'll notice something subtle but unsettling.
Yeah, I saw
A
that.
shadow-like figure moves to the right, then seems to turn back and close the door. It's not the easiest thing to catch on the first viewing, but if you rewind and time it right, you'll definitely see the movement. It's there, and it doesn't look like it's being cast by anything visible in the scene.
Right.
In the comments, the uploader explains, quote, "A shadow should not even be able to appear in that corner of the room. There was nothing to cast it. We even let the front door open to let the wind blow and see if we could recreate the video, but nothing could explain it."
Right.
End quote. Some viewers have speculated that it could be a trick of light or even an insect on the camera lens.
Huh?
But if you watch closely, the way the shadow moves
An
and the fact that
insect?
it seemingly interacts with the door makes those explanations feel less likely.
Right.
If it was faked, it was done very subtly and convincingly. It's the kind of video that doesn't hit you right away, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that might be the creepiest part. So if you're watching this before bed, well, sweet dreams.
Hey, you heard the man. Sweet dreams.
This piece of home security camera footage was filmed on March 7th, 2025, and was posted to the TikTok account of a woman named Brandy Warren.
Okay.
At first glance, everything in the video looks calm, just a regular quiet night in the house.
I like that.
Brandy is likely asleep, given how late it is,
I've seen
and
this too.
nothing seems out of place. But in just a matter of seconds, this ordinary footage takes a serious turn into nightmare territory.
Yeah, nah, I've seen this.
First, you can see a light suddenly turn on in another room, which quickly gets the attention of the family dog. That alone is unsettling, but then things get even stranger. A pale face appears briefly in the doorway, peeking out from behind the edge. Moments later, a small shadowy figure, a shadow person, can be seen standing in the doorway before vanishing completely. Brandy says her husband initially thought their daughter had gotten up and was playing with the lights or wandering around, but she swore that she hadn't moved from bed. When they watched the video back, both were completely terrified, and understandably so. Now, some commenters have suggested this could be a trick of lighting or perhaps even a glitch in the camera. But if it is, it's an especially well-timed one. The synchronized movement of the light, the face, the dog reacting, and the shadow figure's brief appearance all seem too perfectly aligned to dismiss outright. So what exactly was going on here? Who or what was that shadow figure? Was it trying to frighten the family, or was it simply passing through, leaving behind only questions? We'll probably never know the full truth, but whatever it was, it clearly left a lasting impression on the people who experienced it. And now on us too.
So yeah, like I said, I've seen this, and in that video, when I first saw this, I pretty much said that, like, what if it was their kid, but they didn't want to wake up their parents with the blinding light from the bathroom? Because I'm pretty sure that's the bathroom. But, yeah, what if they turn on the light, turn it off immediately, because they didn't want to wake up their, like, mom or dad, because they probably had work in the morning, turned it off, and then went back to sleep. That was my whole theory.
Reddit user Uppers Downers posted video to the
okay.
Paranormal Video subreddit
Got some
about
Marine
3
camera
years ago,
footage?
showcasing footage captured by a home security camera positioned near their front driveway in the middle of the night. At first, the footage shows nothing unusual, just a quiet, uneventful night on the uploader street. But things quickly take a turn for the weird.
What is that? Is that a cat? That mess is moving. Don't tell me.
We see the uploader's cat, Gus, walk into frame, and it's here where things get really bizarre. Out of nowhere, Gus can be seen scaling the side of a nearby house in a matter of seconds, and the way he does it doesn't quite look natural. It's not just fast, it's unnervingly fast, almost as if the footage is glitched or manipulated. And if you take a closer look at the trees just off to the side, you might notice something even stranger. There appears to be something up there, possibly a figure or shape, that briefly flickers and disappears from view. The uploader admits that after seeing the footage, they were left feeling creeped out by their own cat, and were hoping someone could offer a logical explanation.
Aren't cats just that
But as far as
fast?
the threat goes, no clear answer was ever found. Some people in the comments joked about Gus being possessed or a shapeshifter. Others suggested it might be a glitch in the camera's motion or exposure settings. But even if that's the case, the video still has a surreal, unsettling vibe to it that's hard to shake. So was this just a cat doing cat things in a weirdly timed sequence, or did something else mess with the footage, or with Gus himself? We may never know, but here's hoping the uploader and Gus made peace, and that the little guy is just a bit odd, not otherworldly.
Am I tripping or is that just not normal? Aren't cats normally that fast?
A woman named Jenna Snow posted a series of videos to her
I might be
TikTok account
bugging.
last year, documenting some seriously creepy things happening at the hotel where she works. In the clips, we watch as Jenna films security camera footage that seems to capture a ghost apparition appearing
This looks
inside
familiar.
the hotel. Her boss also chimes in,
think
offering
I've
a
seen
theory
this.
about what might be going on, and honestly, it only adds to the unsettling vibe.
I said it's not the
I see
hotel that's
this?
haunted, it's the graveyard.
Oh.
So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road.
I
You
did
really
see this.
think They, when they dug up all the bodies here, that was a good one.
It looks
Moved them
crazier
over to the
here though.
graveyard.
They dug up the body.
Cause I thought like, when I first saw this, I thought it was like someone, like blew some smoke from like a vape or something. But yeah, nah, that mess was moving kind of weird though.
Bodies in what?
That definitely seems to be something bizarre happening in that hotel. The figure captured on camera has that classic translucent shadowy look, just
Yeah.
enough to make your skin crawl. And it's not just a one-time event either. The apparition seems to show up on multiple occasions, moving through different parts of the building.
Oh wait, what? There's more? I didn't see this.
Hey, Noel. What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair.
Did I
Sometimes
see
they'll stay
this?
there for a
No, I
minute.
didn't see
Yes.
this.
How do you know this?
I saw the
Well,
first
because
clip.
Danny and I caught him earlier when Danny was in the games room locking up.
What's frustrating is that we don't know the name of the hotel, so there's no way to dig deeper or look into its history.
Okay.
If it is haunted, there's a whole backstory we're missing out on, and possibly other encounters no one's posted
Yeah,
yet.
I didn't see that part.
Some commenters have speculated that this could be a lingering spirit, maybe tied to something tragic that happened on the property.
Huh.
Others think it could be a camera glitch or even someone messing with the footage. But the fact that it appears multiple times, and always in a different way, makes the CGI or hoax angle feel less likely. So what exactly is going on here? We
don't
may
know.
never know for sure. Let's just hope that if this hotel is haunted, none of us accidentally end up booking a room there,
Yeah.
completely unaware we're stepping into the same building from this footage.
And if I'm working there, I'm quitting.
And that was 13 scary videos.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Hey, thank you, Sir Spooks, once again. You know, sub up to his channel, sub up to his new channel, and then sub up to my channel. I appreciate y'all. That was solid, Sir Spooks. That was solid. Give it a like if y'all enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, much love, much respect, and peace.